This is another update concerning the training that I've been doing for the Jacksonville Marathon coming up on December 12th. I'm actually in Jacksonville, the Jacksonville area right now, and this morning I did a 13-mile ruck march with 100 pounds, and after that, pretty soon after that, I went into a 2-mile run. So once again, 15 miles covered this weekend. Before that, yesterday, I did about 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes on the stationary bike, just a light cardio workout. The day before that was a 12-mile run. The day before that was jiu-jitsu. The day before that was a leg workout, really killer leg workout, and a 6-mile run later in the day. That was Tuesday, and then Monday was jiu-jitsu, and then not too long after jiu-jitsu, it was a 7-mile run. So the training has been progressing. I'm seeing improvement, but I still definitely need a lot more improvement. I still need to be amping up the miles as I go and continuing the balance of increasing mileage while providing time for recovery, and that's a hard balance because each week my body is really feeling the wear and tear of what I'm doing, but as I progress, my body will adapt and it will change, and that's what I've been seeing. So it's really cool to see that. Today was pretty hard. And next week I'll probably be doing 14.5 miles next weekend, and after that a run, maybe 2.5 mile run, maybe 2-mile run. Actually, yeah, maybe 2 miles. So yeah, the humidity here, I think hopefully it's not going to be a problem in December, though it could be. It's how it's going to be. I tried to look for marathons up north, but it's so cold up there in December. I guess they don't like holding marathon races, but I am kind of concerned about how humid it could be in Jacksonville when I do it. That could be a big factor. That could really slow me down. And yeah, I'll definitely pray that we have less humidity on that day, the day of the race. So I'm making progress, and I want to also show you all like what my ruck looks like. So if we come over here, you can see it doesn't look like much, but inside there's two 45-pound weights that are specifically designed for rucking. I got them from Rogue Fitness, and those together, that's 90 pounds. Then on top of that, there's a small round weight, and all of that, along with the weight of the backpack, adds up to 100 pounds. Around 100 pounds. There's also the straps. I bought these straps that I've wrapped around it to secure the load better. In the bottom there's some pillows to try to keep the weight towards the top, and I might have to adjust it again before my next ruck march, but there's a lot of cushion on the back, which is really helpful, though I think I might need to bolster the cushioning up here. Just kind of do-it-yourself thing to just make this softer on my shoulders, because these things, when it's 100 pounds on your shoulders, that's a ton of weight cutting into your shoulders, and it just gets really painful during the march. And that's one of the main things, is just the pain in my shoulders. It's not even as much like an endurance thing. So like when I'm doing the ruck march, it's not as much, the pain really isn't as much from like my legs feeling tired or like not being not being fit enough in the area of cardiovascular fitness. It's more just my feet experiencing a lot of pain from the pressure of holding the extra 100 pounds, and along with just the shoulders that get really, there's just a ton of strain and pain in the shoulder area. So like throughout the ruck march, I try to like mitigate that by like adjusting the ruck, kind of shifting it from like the weight to like one shoulder, like putting more weight on one shoulder while giving the another shoulder some rest, and adjusting the straps so that the weight either goes back, like higher up on my back, or lower down on my back, just to switch things up to alleviate the pain. But doing a ruck march with this much weight is actually a pretty painful ordeal, and there's no doubt in my mind that December 12th is going to be the most physically painful day of my entire life up to this point. So definitely throughout this whole process, every week another 1.5 miles is added to my my long event every weekend, my long endurance event with the rucking and the running. So as it increases, I'm building up that mental toughness, that ability to endure long periods of basically suffering. So, and it's making me stronger. It's making me a better man, and it's good for me to see, like, hey, you can go out and do these hard things on a regular basis, and it's good to feel that. It's good to know that. It's good to have experienced suffering and the experience of overcoming suffering is definitely a very formative and beneficial experience in anybody's life. So that's helpful for sure, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling of accomplishment every time I finish the big endurance event every weekend to train for this. So I'm continuing on, and I gotta pray for God's strength to uphold me through this, because it's going to be a beast on December 12th. So I definitely need strength from God for that. So, yep.